just keep an eye on your missile count. Okay, so we're here with the lovely Roxy. It starts with 2 rock crew members and a crystal crew member. And for that we get 1 shield, 2 engines, a clone bay, as is all the advanced edition ship layouts, some oxygen. We get the Swarm Missile and the Crystal Heavy 1. We actually get doors and even sensors. So for those who don't know, Rock are immune to fire. Their movement speed is half, but they have 150 health. And Crystal crew members have a lockdown power. They take less damage when they don't have oxygen. They also have reduction in movement speed by 20%, but have 125 health. They are considered the best boarders in the games. Rocks are not bad. 150 health is nice. So we got 3 power in the weapon systems. So here it is. We have a Swarm Missile. It has 2 power and can fire a missile every 7 seconds and charge up to 3 missiles. But it is inaccurate. It gives you a circle target, so there's a chance it will miss, even if the ship doesn't dodge. Is the crystal advanced content? Actually, I don't think so. No, they shouldn't be. The Crystal A and B were both unlockable in the vanilla game. It originally required a really complicated set of quests where you had to find, spoiler alert, you had to find a stasis pod, take it to a Zoltan. The Zoltan would charge it up, and then you had to take a rock ship. And this all had to be on a rock ship because you needed rock plating to go to find then the rock homeworld. From the rock homeworld, you would then have access to the crystal homeworld, and that's when you could unlock the crystal ship. They've since changed that. So now you can actually unlock the Crystal A simply by unlocking all the other A-B layouts of the other ships. And you can also cheese it. So if you unlock the Crystal C, what you can do is this crew member here, the Crystal, you change his name to Ruin, R-U-W-E-N, I think that's correct. And that is the name of the crystal member that comes from the stasis pod. So now all you would actually need to do is go to the rock homeworld and the quest will be open. And that unlocks the achievement. I think that covers pretty much everything. It's a bit of an odd ship, this weird ship layout. Very boxy. And with the slow crew members getting about can be a little bit annoying. Tons of good venting though. I just don't like the weapon system. But, well, it is what it is. Yeah, it was, I just recall that Lethal Frag opted to hack his version of the game after 1,000 hours of playtime, failed to produce the actual crystal ship. Let's see, you've encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as fleeing rebel advanced and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone's on board. Well, let's hail them and find out. Let's see. They suggest a trade. We have no drone parts. I'm afraid we're going to have to decline. Wait, they were out of fuel, but they were going to trade us fuel for drone parts. Okay, that makes sense. Everything in FTL makes sense. I am not loving this layout, this kind of donut shape thing going on here. So let's see, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 jumps. Okay, yeah, so we'll come approach it from this direction, I suppose. So you detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling post. Intervene and defend the outpost. Alright, you have hacking. Let's turn clone off, get the weapons back on. Don't hack weapons, don't hack weapons. Shields aren't a lot better. So you see how we have this little red circle of an inaccuracy to hopefully take down their weapons? And you dodge. Okay, hopefully this next shot hits. And we're going to go in there to try and fix shields in case it doesn't. So this crystal heavy weapon actually can pierce one shield. No, I don't need to take out shields. We can ignore that. Take out their hacking. Clink faster. The ship breaks apart and we get a whopping 8 scrap. The outpost hails you as the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed non-stop by these scouts. Take this on the house. Another 18 scrap. Mighty kind of you. Alright, send you back to the engines. Oh, there's the store. So the ship, like all rock ships, does come with rock plating, which I would love to sell to get us ever closer to that second shield. Make that stress. Okay, we're gonna actually go to the store then. Change of plans, as is often in FTL. Because I really want to sell this rock plating to get us our second shield. Almost always the thing we try to do in the first sector. Medbay cloaking, 150 scrap, the dream. More crew, not really hurting. Oh, really? Black one and long range scanners? Alright, yeah, so we sell the rock plating. I'd rather have the second shield online versus a 15% chance of not taking damage from a shot that gets through. Just prevent the shot from getting through. Flak is a pretty amazing weapon. I am half tempted to sell the swarm and go pick it up, and that gets us close to our shield. I actually think that's the right play. Yeah, we're going to sell the swarm missile off. We're going to buy the flat cannon. We're 33 scrap to the shield. I'm not going to buy long range scanners. As nice as those would be, this is a pretty solid start right now. Yeah. Can't turn down a flak. I mean, you can turn down a flak, but I'm not going to turn down a flak in Sector 1. Plus, while we're sitting already up 33 scrap, it's hard to determine why, but these beacon apparently a tourist destination. Who is touring during the middle of a war? 3 missiles for 2 drone parts. Sure, we're low on drone parts. Don't really need missiles right now. Oh, and we instantly regret not having the second shield. A pirate ship was laying in wait inside the asteroid field and immediately moves in to attack. Okay, oh, but it does have a defense drone, so that could have shot down either of our projectiles. So now I'm kind of glad we have the weapon system. The asteroid should keep it slightly distracted. Okay, well, we got the weapon system down. Oh, let's see, the ship repeatedly hails you looking for, it looks like they want to surrender, and they're offering me an explosive replicator plus 3 missiles, and yes, I will accept your generous offer. Well, if we actually kept the missile launcher, the explosive replicator would make it a lot better. Can't look at it right now since we're in an asteroid field. Okay, pick up an automated message from nearby station. They can perform emergency work on military ships. What is their specialty? Sensors. No, we're going to decline that. Yeah, so the explosive replicator, when we fire a missile, there's a 50% chance it actually doesn't use that up. Kind of neat. I think in Dark Twinge's balance mod, they put that on the Rock A while having the amount of missiles it has. Because that ship is sort of notorious for desperately needing to find an alternative weapon before you quite simply run out of missiles, since it has a 2-missile weapon system. And the doors again. What is it with the doors, man? Oh, this weapon system's so good. Is that fixed? Alright. Since we have a clone bay, I'm actually don't want him taking unnecessary damage. That is enough to get our shield and a power bar for it. Oh, look at this, Sector 1. So we got our second shield. We fixed the first weakness, I think, with this ship, which is the kind of poor weapon system. So that's definitely a solid start. Looking for, of course, a couple crew members, if we can get them. Upon completing your jump, receive a message from the nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, I reject your offer. I mean, the flak's inaccurate as well. I'll definitely take it over having to eat up missiles. Flak widely regarded as one of the best weapons in the game. Slightly below the first two, but on par with the Halberd or Ion Mark II. The ship explodes, leaving time substantial of collection of useful scrap materials. 16 scrap. I can move this power bar around if I need to. Don't really need to spend the 20 scrap on anything. 1, 2, 3 more jumps. Looking good. I don't know if you know what happened to the last person who asked me to pay for their beacon fees, but you are about to share a similar fate. Oh, this is a perfect training ship. Well, nearly perfect. Oh, why did I take out the weapons? I could have just done training on it. Ah, well. So with our 2 shield system and they have 2 projectiles, they of course cannot hurt us. And we could train our pilot, shields, and get our evasion up for an extra 10% evasion. which will pay dividends, particularly getting it up and running in Sector 1. In a given run, you're going to face about 40 ships, so think how many shots you face in a given run, and that is a lot of evasion. And of course, evasion means less damage. Less damage means you can spend more scrap on other things than hull repairs. 8 scrap, no. That is no bueno. The ship lives with high accession cracks of useful scrap. Whoa. Gotta pause here for a second. Well, not pause, but I should be updating my title and game shenanigans. Followed by FTL. We can change that to FTL hard mode. Win streak of 1 now. One rock C. Update the information, and we'll pretend that actually happens. All right, 2 missiles, 12 scrap. So we got an additional 4 scrap by murdering them. That's what their lives are worth. Okay, one more jump before the exit. A nearby Mantis ship begins aggressive maneuvers. You prepare for the worst. Let's see, they have an ion weapon and a beam weapon. 2 shields means we cannot get hurt. Wow, they fixed that piloting pretty quick for a Mantis. I'm thinking they might have an NG over there. Two fuel, 13 scrap, 45 scrap floating, going to the exit. When the FTL drive is charged, we can go to the next sector. Would you like to sell missiles? Well, I don't happen to have a missile item right now, so yes, I will sell 15 missiles for 45 scrap, and we're up to 90 already. Next sector, Zoltan versus civilian controlled. Wow, that is the most greens I've ever think I've seen. Zoltan versus civilian, Zoltan versus civilian. Yeah, we'll just go civilian. I don't feel too bad about going. We could go Zoltan. I mean, the flak will deal 3 damage. The crystal weapon does 2, so that's 5. We can 1 cycle their shields. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade the engines and get a power bar for that as well. I'm not really pressing for a weapon system since we already have our pretty good one. Always like to get a 3rd engine in Sector 2. Hey, to detect 2 ships, one chasing the other. Scan to show the pursuer is a pirate. Aid the civilian ship. Craft the weapons. Okay, got a missile and a heavy 1. Suppose with the weapons off, we can turn back on the O2. Alright, 3 fuel, 14 scrap, and from the civilian ship, welcome aboard, Chris. Okay, well, Chris, you are going to be operating the doors. So it's nice. We picked up the crew member. We've improved doors against boarders. Plus, he moves faster than everybody else, so he can help with repairs. And, of course, we can move him to the shields if there are no boarders. I probably say that every single run and frequently forget that. Sensors pick up a distress call from an encrypted Federation channel. You eventually find a Federation scout being chased by a rebel fighter. Let's aid the Federation ship. Okay, they got hacking, no boarding. Look at that, remembering. And you hacked the doors. You fiend. Well, we didn't have to take down the drone. It's just that position on the ship for the flak pretty much guarantees that our flak parts will hit. Want as much shrapnel going to the enemy ships as possible. 12 scrap, and from the Federation ship, the ship looks on the verge of destruction and life signs are fading quickly. Let's try to rescue the crew. We got Notch. Despite your efforts, the majority did not survive. I mean, we only could save Notch. We will remember the names of all those other crew members. We will put them on our walls of the fallen. Let's strip it apart and use what we can. Okay, we got a Mantis. Alright, you still go back on doors, but Mantis, you can go on shields now. We'll do this because we do have boarders. We'll want him to hold down the doors and the Mantis to go knocking about whatever crew people board. Is there going to be like a burst 2 at this store? Is this the kind of run we're going to have? Let's see, we still don't have a use for drones right now. We can sell 6 drones for 24 scrap. Sure. Thank you for your business. Thank you for your scrap. 113. Okay. Sell 5 missiles for 15 scrap. Wow, they are just throwing the scrap at us. Double store, okay. I guess we get to really shop around. Let's see, a ship engineer has set up a small shop here. Teleporter. That is actually really tempting. So is mind control. And a fire and an ion. Now, how much does this explosive replicator sell for? It sells for 30 scrap. We don't have a missile weapon. Let's sell that. We have 158 scrap. Feeling okay about the offense. So let's go ahead and get cloaking, because why not? What other weapons didn't particularly excite me anyways? I mean, I am slightly concerned about the crystal weapon against drones, but how can you turn down the ability to get a stealth system in Sector 2? Not going to be able to make that next door. Won't really have anything for it. Nearby planet shows signs of habitation and great beauty, but no scrap. What's the point? The ship is hailed. We found you at last. Prepare to die. Okay. Heavy and a beam. You know that can't penetrate my shields, right? I mean, it's just that you were talking all kind of tough over there. And wow, nice dodge. Are you kidding me there? Okay. Guess your ship's gotta have something when you only have a 2-powered weapon system. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. 13. Okay. Oh, I should have bought a power bar. I'm 1 short already. Detect a rebel on midship nearby. If it does not engage, it seems to be patrolling around a long sensor station. Let's attack the ship to get to the sensors. Drone and an ion weapon, also not capable of doing us any damage. Okay, we get the recent scans and a mirror 8 scrap. Oh, a 3rd store. Okay, let's see. Nebula here. Apparently, it's okay. They're experiencing an ion storm. All right, what do we have ship-wise? Okay, so we will buy a power bar because the ion storm will have the power that we have in our ship. So getting up to 11 means we'll have 6 power bars available for the fight. Also, as a power bar I was always going to buy, but... Alright, arrive in the middle of the plasma storm. Despite the harsh conditions, the rebel scout seems waiting for you. See, 2 shields and the flak against their 1 shield. That seems fair. Oh, don't target the shield. So if we had hit the shield, they could have changed their power back to weapons. And we're currently safe from the weapons. So we'll take down what we can deal with. And now you're gonna switch it up. Couple nice dodges early on. Can't really imagine they have high evasion. The ship explodes when we get 16 scrap for the fight. Alright, so that's looks like we'll be at least getting cancel ship. Let's buy piloting, in case this is an ion storm here. Oh, that would have been already mapped out. Okay, well, level 2 piloting isn't bad. I feel like we're actually pretty far ahead. Pirate ship arrives shortly after you, judging from the fact it's attempting to avoid the ship. You assume it's a smuggler trying to stay away from the beacon. Oh, we're on to you. Okay, here come boarders in oxygen. Okay, we can cloak under that. And by cloak under that, I mean eat a missile with 85% dodge. Oh, I should have swapped him out during the fight since I'm gonna have a clone bay. Could have mitigated some of the damage he took. I searched the ship and discovered a cargo with new military-grade weapon, somehow undamaged in the fight. Ooh, small bomb. Small bomb's pretty cool. 1 power for 13 seconds. It can teleport a bomb past their shields and past drones to do 2 damage to systems and I think 30 to crew members. That's pretty cool. Let's see. It's another 35 scrap to get that weapon online, which I guess we can do. We're pretty well ahead in other categories, so what's our power? 25 for the next power plus 35, so 60 scrap gets that weapon online. Long-range beacon is almost hidden in the nebula. Nothing. Civilian sector NG controlled. Okay, let's keep sticking with civilian sector. It's gone well so far. The exit beacon. Jump to the next sector before the pursuing fleet catches you. Let's see. Okay, you're a pirate. Okay, got a missile launcher and some ion weapon. Okay, got hit again through the dodge there. Take everything we have. Let's both forget this ever happened. 5 missiles, 2 drone parts, 28 scrap, and a drone Mark 1. That sells for 25 scrap. I will accept your offer. Okay, 2 shielded ships. Alright, you come across an advanced scout with the rebel fleet searching the sector for our ship. Okay, you have double beams and a single ion, so that actually doesn't get past 2 shields. Right, piercing 1, not piercing 2. Whoops. No one saw that. It's fine. I didn't miscalculate that at all. It's all good. Sheep explodes. We get 18 scrap. 63 scrap. That does let us get the... Oh, but there's a store. Okay, let's do 3 jumps before we hit the store then. Or 2 jumps before we hit the store. I don't see a reason not to. I was going to get the small bomb online, but we can definitely wait. An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Oh, let's attack them at a chance to get double rewards. Okay, they got 3 projectiles. But no shields. Broken ship leaves behind 26 scrap, and we investigate it, and the station is the site of a military-grade weapon. You find one. It can be easily attached to your ship, a laser charger. What even is this run? Hard mode. Okay. Okay. So, the last run we did, I didn't get a free item. I had a bunch of crew, but I didn't get a free item till sector, either sector 5 or sector 6. I'm pretty sure it was sector 6. Now we have so far gotten a free small bomb, a free charge 2, a free explosive replicator, and the free defense drone. What even? Okay, that's... See, now here we go. A decent enough ship. You have some cloaking. You have a burst weapon. You actually could deal us damage. Thank you. I'm going to cloak under that. That's fair, I guess. Oh, you hit us, you jerk. Ship explodes, we get 23 scrap from that, and jump here back to the store, but what would we need more scrap for? We have 123. We can pretty much buy anything. Okay, we could get drone control, we could get a teleport, we could get hacking, could. Emergency respirators, FTL charger, and a life form scanner. Okay, so we are going to go with hacking. Buy all the fuel we can. Oh, that started a fire. Okay, let's... Hey, store. Okay, since we went hacking, not gonna go drone control. Don't want to... Too big of a strain on drone parts, so let's sell that off. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a 7-powered weapon system. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's at least get up to level 4. We can now use the small bomb if we want to. We can also, well, you will need another power bar. We're a little bit short on power now, but I don't think that's a big issue. We're pretty far ahead so far. Ship, you assume that it's a smuggler trying to stay away from the beacon. Let's attack that pirate. Okay, hey, you have boarding. Alright, why don't you go help him out there, Mantis, and the human. Again, to... No, not pilot. No. Someone really should be flying this thing. Okay, we can cloak under that. No, don't get your weapon system up. It's not necessary. Four fuel, 14 scrap. 4 fuel is pretty tempting, and actually we do like drone parts, but I'm going to ignore that for the 14 scrap. Yeah. $25 scrap and a shield overcharger. Sure, why not? Okay, I already know that there's no more fuel at the store. I was gonna say I might regret it, but then I get a free heavy laser 1. FTL, what are you even doing, man? What are you doing with yourself? Go to the store. Hey, store. Scrap recovery arm. Mind control. Can we talk about how gross this run has been so far? We actually bought cloaking, one of the most expensive system in the game, at 150 scrap. We bought hacking at 80 scrap, and we could possibly buy a third system for our ship. We could buy mind control right now. Okay, I'm going to be greedy at this point. I'm going to buy the scrap recovery arm. I normally wouldn't buy a scrap recovery arm because you're so like against the wall to spend 50 scrap on something that doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. You have to wait a while for it to actually pay for itself. But I don't think that's going to matter. Yeah, super greed mode has been engaged. Mind control the mantis. Ooh, that is a little spooky. That is level 2 mind control. Okay. I didn't cloak under that because I'm a moron. I was focused on way too many other things. Not actually too many other things, one other thing. I was focused on fighting and shooting. I really need to not get cocky. There is no reason to do that. Okay, double fire. That's a little bit gross. We'll send the rock to fix it, that one in the shield room, and drain out the O2. Two fuel for... No, that's not nearly enough. Alright, 22 scrap. Let's get out of here before we take any more damage. Yeah. Zoltan shield bypass, other things. Okay, Chris is unskilled. Killing him off won't hurt us. It only hurts him. No, that... Dang it. Close the door. A little bit of oxygen deprivation. It's fine. It's fine. Just training you on getting used to not breathing. It's probably going to happen at some point in this run. Okay, so the weapon system is fine at 4 power. We have 5 projectiles and can deal upwards of 7 damage. We should try now to work on the defense end here, plus get some power. But we could not get another weapon. We can just do ship improvements the rest of the way. We don't have to go to a store barring repairs and fuel. Let's see, your FTL is charging, and you have borders. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and hack piloting. Oh, go into the oxygenless room. That's what you want to do. Oh, you want to take on the Mantis? Okay, I guess you can do that too. Okay, let's just duck under the flak now. Close the doors and do a little bit of damage to them as well. Alright, got 20 scrap. Power. Alright, let's go ahead and buy another power bar. We're running pretty thin. Going to need that power bar for the shields anyway. So onwards to try and get 100 scrap for that. Oh, send crew to help against giant alien spiders. We have a clone bay, so that's not a problem. Thane is gone. And he's back. Oh, Titan. T10. Thane must be thinking about Mass Effect. Always thinking about Mass Effect. Alright, and especially well our pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members. Should be almost some shenanigans with like clones. You send a guy over there and just kills himself and then he comes back. I assume they would of course be onto such things as that. Oh, we never surrender our crew. Never. Let's see. We surrender. Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they all die anyways. Sure. Sounds reasonable. I'm a reasonable kind of guy. Ask anyone. I mean, not anyone on my crew, or any. As somebody who doesn't actually know me, I am a super, super reasonable guy. The most reasonable. Alright. We're a little low, excuse me. We're a little low / light, or light, on O2. Wait for it to get up a little bit before we jump to the exit. Hey, Min. I am doing well. How are you? There's 2 Mins. I got. Oh, I'm glad you like the rock ship. You always come on and you say I'm not playing the right ships, and then I feel bad. So I'm glad that I am playing a ship you enjoy. This run has been ridiculous. So we have already picked up hacking, cloaking. We have received so far a free heavy laser 1, free charger 2. We had a free explosive replicator, free defense drone, a shield overcharger, small bomb, which we have already sold. Scans reveal large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners discover useful material while you wait. Let's use the scrap recovery arm and get 30 scrap. Yeah, I'm so far ahead I actually decided to buy a scrap recovery arm. That's how kind of ridiculous this has been going. I don't know what ship I'm going to play next. Haven't decided. We can just enjoy the ship we have now. We started the stream by building a Lego set, and now we're just gonna cruise on through and see how it goes. I do like trying to play ships I haven't played before because I haven't done them all on cast yet. I have to go through and see which ones I haven't even tried yet. Caleb Freeze, hello, how are you? Section is bustling with activity. Just a few years ago, now more than half of the jump beacons have been destroyed. Many settlements have been abandoned and rebels patrol constantly. Rebels. Okay, so there's a store. Double check the sector, make sure there's no garbage jumps. I should be okay at 10 fuel. Let's not... Going to the store to buy fuel just isn't exciting me right now. Next stream, I could possibly play a slug ship. I would have to... Oh... I don't want to do another boarding ship, because the only one I haven't done yet is the Slug B, but that is also a boarding ship. But I have done Slug A and C on cast. Another rebel ship patrolling this beacon. Hey, you have 3 shields. A flushed and panicky rebel soldier has teleported aboard the rebel, who appears unarmed, repeatedly declares his peaceful intentions, and it seems rebel life has lost its charm. The one and only crystal pot guy? Sure. We'll do that right after the fight. Okay, yeah, we will reject your offer. Can't trust rebels. And, yep, attempt to deal with attacks on the inside is never easy. Intruders on board. Okay, we can vend. So let's see. They have a beam, a heavy, and this. So that could potentially harm us. But, shh. Currently not going to be hacking. Play a ship you haven't played with on stream yet. Well, I haven't done the sea yet. Well, this Rock Sea. FTL is a difficult game. So, people shouldn't feel bad that, you know, you feel like you're not very good at it yet. AKA can't finish the final boss. Hey, there's no O2 in that room. Alright, we're gonna head and cloak. And you're going to dodge like a champion. That'll work. Alright. Oh, you have a repair drone. That's less good. Is this the rock ship type C? Yeah, this is the rock ship type C. Yeah, stick it out for a while. I do recommend, if you're starting out, to play the vanilla version and get used to those group of items in the game. Yeah, that's what we've been doing. Now, I am playing on hard mode, and a lot of the lessons, or a lot of ways, if you play hard mode, easy mode, like I play hard mode, and, you know, progressing your ship along, it will work in easy mode. You can get away with more stuff on easy mode, and the flagship fight is different, so that you can gear yourself towards it differently. Let's see, 1, 1, and 14. In Sector 4, 14 scrap is not nearly enough scrap. Okay, sea ship explodes. Could get 24 scrap from that. Type B rock ship. Did I do a Type B run? Yes, the Shiva. The Shivan I have done on stream. That one was a brutal run. I remember that run. It was gross. Oh, we're gonna change it for Ruin. That's right. Oh, 9, 0, 8. It was a really sketchy run, and then we went boarding. I probably, against the flagship, I didn't use what would have been the smarter strategy, I guess. I was really scared of being boarded in phase 3, so I went for a massive amount of crew kills in the first phase. Alright. Like I said, don't need to go to the store right now. RNG's a bit of a factor. So, I mean, I have heard somebody reeled off 36 consecutive wins on hard mode. There are players who choose to play with no pausing, in part to increase the challenge. But I would agree that some runs, like this one for example, the game is incredibly nice to you and you're able to build a stockpile of scrap early, and other runs it gives you basically nothing. And it's just about making the best of a bad situation. Alright, so we arrive at the beacon located in a civilian star system. A nearby colony contacts you. We've got a rogue rebel ship harassing this system. Do you have time to find it? Absolutely. Okay. Continue. Alright, so... Alright, we have a beam drone. That's either an Artemis or Leto, considering they only... And this is a charge laser and an anti-drone here. But they only have 2 shields, so it shouldn't be as hard to get through their defenses as the last fight. So don't feel like we have to waste a hack part on this. We will just cloak under the missile and wait for all of our weapon systems to be online, and then fire at their shield and weapons. Okay, let's cloak under this. Now you should always wait for the cloak to be completed before you fire again, because the time left over on that cloak is added to the cooldown time. So it can actually, and then the weapon system comes back online when you do, so it's like, particularly for the flagship fight, it can screw up your timing a lot. Alright, so we'll fire the flak at the shield since it's inaccurate as all get out. We'll give it a little bit of time, and then we'll fire our other 2 projectiles to try and take out their weapon system. Shot the drone. Ooh, didn't get the missile. That's slightly unfortunate. The game screws you over regardless of the field. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. That is true, but I choose to always embrace the... Like, you shouldn't... Every run you should try and learn something, and you should always focus on things that you could have done better. And if you make it out of a run, you go, wow, I didn't make any mistakes and I still lost. I mean, tip of the cap. I have lost 5 runs on stream in hard mode, so I think I'm 11, yeah, I'm 11-5, and 4 of those losses, 3 of those losses were 100% my fault. One of them I had poor RNG, but I also made I made some poor decisions as well, and nearly won. So if I had made better decisions, I could have possibly won that run. And then 1 definitely I don't feel was my fault. You've bested us. We request our lives. 5 fuel, 7 missiles, and 14 scrap. Now we've actually had the missile selling event twice already. It's unlikely we'll get it again, but I like 5 fuel. So that was a pretty decent offer. Okay, so we're in Sector 4. On hard mode, we'll start dealing with, as we saw, actually level 3 shielded ships. The goal in Sector 4 is to get our 3rd shield online. You want 2 shields in Sector 1, 3 in Sector 4. And then start preparing your ship for the flagship fight. 3rd shield is 100 scrap, so we almost have that, and then another 50 scrap to buy the power bars for it. So you spot a rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been retrofitted for transport rather than combat. It doesn't seem to want to engage you in fight. Let's demand the surrender of their goods. So they will have quite the dodge. So they have a heavy weapon and a beam weapon. 2 power systems, so with our 2 shields that can't hurt, I gotta assume they have an offensive drone or 2. Okay. So another really important thing is understanding the weapons that you're going up against. So we can see how they have a beam weapon, and knowing that this is a heavy 2 and their drone system, if we had 3 shields, we'd almost be impossible to deal damage to. We only need to do 2 damage to take down their weapon systems, but I'm actually concerned about them getting away. So I'm going to drop the O2, which will slowly leak from the ship, and we're going to target their piloting. A lot of people rely on hacking shields, which is good for beam weapons, but if you have a lot of projectiles, hacking piloting is often better. Alright, so let's go ahead and cloak under that. Okay, so we're going to fire the flak at the center of the ship to make sure all the projectiles hit. We will now take down their piloting, turn their evasion to 0. We'll fire this one at their weapons and the crystal at the piloting. Oops, poorly fired, or poorly timed, so we didn't get the piloting down. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, there we go. And we took him down. And we got 30 scrap and a boarding drone. That's like the 10th free item we've gotten. Okay, we can turn the oxygen back on. It only got down to 44%, so that's fine. We have 100 scrap. So let's get that level 3 shields and a power bar to help power it up. More power. I know, well, I wanted the level 3 shield first, and then we needed to get some power for it. It's okay. We can move power around a lot. On easy mode, you can get away with pretty much always powering up all your systems. On hard, it's definitely worthwhile to learn how you can, power off oxygen, move it over to here, power down shields to power up engines, depending on what the fight is. Okay, detect an automated ship nearby. It does not engage and seems to be patrolling a long-range sensor station. Okay, let's attack the automated ship then. Automated ships. Okay, so that it looks to be a combat drone 2. That's scary. That can take down shields by itself. 2 basic burst weapons. So this is the real threat damage-wise. And automated ships can have a ridiculous amount of evasion. So we're going to use the drone part to go after the evasion. Knowledge, I taught myself playing through. Knowledge, experience is the best thing. Even reading guides, they're super helpful. I mean, they can give you ideas and particularly set about rules of thumb to sort of guide you on how you should be managing your ship through a given run. You just have to play it yourself. Okay, so let's, like 4 projectiles coming at us. We can cloak under that. I forget how many runs it actually took before I finally got my first clear, and I had watched tons and tons. Yeah, I want to say it was close to 20 hours, maybe about 15 on easy mode, somewhere in that range. I actually do have a VOD. It's the Kestrel A run, and I tried to go and explain all the decisions and all the little things that go into an FTL run. Okay. So let's actually take down some of their weapon stuff. Hack the piloting, their evasion drops to 0, so those 3 projectiles will take out their 2 shields. And then our 2 shots can't be evaded. So we can now put the power back into oxygen, because we don't need evasion right now. Aw. Yeah, I learned a lot watching Lethal Frag and Twinge. Twinge also has a video set on YouTube. It explains a lot of basic concepts and also some really complicated ones. He has some shenanigans on there. He showed how to have a functioning 16 power weapon system. That was really amusing. Okay, whoa, that's a lot of ships. Are any of these gross pulsars? Okay, well, welcome to the channel. Alright, so now we have a map layout. Okay, you're an asteroid field, that's not a problem. They're just asteroid fields, so we can just go this way and get as many fights in as we possibly can. Yeah, there's actually some really weird shenanigans with specific weapon sets and a pre-igniter that he was able to power up weapons, depower, pause, jump, pause, power up the second set of weapons while the first ones were still charged because they were slow draining, and he was able to fire them, and then, yeah, so he had like double charges and then double glaive beams. It's hilarious. Okay, so yeah, we'll just path through every single ship we can towards the end beacon. By the time you notice the rebel ship behind the beacon, it's too late to avoid the fight. Why would I want to avoid the fight? Okay, so that is a burst 2 that fires 3 projectiles, and that's a beam. Are they sending any boarding shenanigans? Oh no, they have an anti-boarding drone and another drone. Okay. Ooh, fire, nice. Why do I have a charge laser? Charge laser 2? Because they gave me one for free and I didn't need to sell it. Charge laser 2? Really? I sort of like it. Now, granted, my weapon system is ridiculously fast right now. I wouldn't mind selling off of it. but I was ahead. I was ahead in scrap. I mean, ahead enough that I actually sunk scrap into a recovery arm, and it gives me a weapon for late game. I mean, at the worst case scenario, it's 3 power, and I can fire 2 shots with the other weapons. So I could have a use out of it. I mean, come on, we actually already have... I mean, we bought cloaking and hacking. That's insane. Alright, so the next goal, though, is to get a level 4 engine and the power bar for it. So our evasion will be with trained pilot and engine guy, 100% through cloaking. Are they trained yet? Not quite. That is a disgusting long cloak you have there. Okay, let's cloak under that. And yeah, I'm gonna use a drone part again. Wow, so the hack will knock his evasion down by, I think it's 5%. Any charge weapon is bad? I disagree. They're not amazing, but I don't think they're bad. I mean, they're not like a heavy ion. The chain weapons. Now, I would argue that almost every single chain weapon is awful. Okay, weapon system down. We can switch on the ion or the oxygen. Ship explodes. We get 24 scrap from that, plus the bonus percent, so we're up to 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, the ship is hailed. An automated message resisting our takeover is pointless. Prepare to die. Appears the rebel ship is run by an AI. Okay. So that's 2 beam and a chain laser that fires 2 projectiles, and the beams don't have piercing because they're mini beams. So with 3 shields up, they actually can't hurt us. So not gonna waste a drone part for this fight. Also decided not to have shields, like a boss. The chain weapons is the best weapon in the game? Ooh, I would disagree with that. Ship explodes, and we get 22 scrap from that. I sell everything for a chain weapon. So I put Burst 2, Burst 2, best weapon in the game. Bar none, best weapon in the game. Just below that, I would put the Flak 1, Halberd Beam, and Ion Mark 2. Then you're going to get into just... almost none of the beam weapons are bad, I would say. Anything that fires multiple projectiles is pretty good. Chain weapons I start putting down towards the end because they are incredibly difficult to sync with stuff. And Vulcan and Glaive Beam are also towards the lower end of the scale. I'm pretty sure that the Heavy Ion is like the worst weapon in the game. The only weapon I can think that's almost as bad is the chain laser. That weapon angers me with its existence. Ooh, okay, you're serious. You have a cloaking system, you have a lot of weapons. I totally forgot to buy my 4th engines. Okay, let's cloak that. And you're a pretty serious ship, so we'll go after your 35% dodge, or would have been. The Vulcan is the best. Oh, incoming missile. I keep hitting our doors. Alright, why don't you go and help them out there? Oh, another incredibly important thing about FTL is pause. You can pause whenever you want to. Please take advantage of that. Okay, you can go back to your room here. I might not have assigned it. Yeah, the only problem is as soon as the Vulcan goes down, then the charge resets. Oh, look at these beautiful breaches. So what's cool is if you have a breach in an AI, they don't repair those rooms. Yuck. Okay, I really wanted that fourth engine. And because I forgot about it before jumping into it, I have to do back-to-back fights without it. Okay. So you have mind control. A mind controller pilot, that's a little nasty, but we see that his health has no boost on it, so we know it's only level 1 mind control. We have level 2 shields, so he won't actually damage the ship enough that we lose evasion. Wow, I like that it's getting wrecked by asteroids. I'm gonna cloak under that just to cloak under that. This game shouldn't let everyone pause it. You can choose not to pause. There are people who play no pause runs. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, is that 4 jumps? 1, 2, 3. That's a bit sketchy. We can go 1. We can go here, and then we can see maybe if. I think 4 was going to be pushing it, though. Okay, hey, you have. Let's see, Rebel ship hails you, Federation scum. We've waited a long time for this. Oh, okay. Well, hope I don't disappoint you. All right, they have boarding. So enemy ships don't have buffer points in their weapon systems. So if you know what weapons they have, you know exactly how much power is in their systems. So we see that they have a flak 2 and a heavy 1. So that's a 4-powered weapon system. If we do 2 damage, this flak will come down. And that's the scary thing. But we also know that it takes 22 seconds to fire it, and none of their crew is trained. We will be able to cloak under it, if I remember. So it shouldn't be a bad fight for us. Okay, you guys are coming in. I'm going to move the rock to doors, and we're just going to vent that room. And now we're going to vent that room. I'm not even going to deal with your shenanigans. Alright, so they have... With level 3 shields, we are firing only 5 projectiles. So that is a decent amount of dodge, and it's very possible that 2 of our shots that are doing damage, these 2 shots, miss. So let's not miss. Vent the oxygen. Wow, they're piloting left, their dodge went down to 10%, and they missed those 2 shots. So yeah, worthwhile that hack to ensure we don't eat any damage. Oh, dude, that's rude, boarding in the clone bay. Oh, why didn't I take down their shields? I don't have to worry about their weapons anymore. Oh well. What system do I like best? Ooh, let's see, 15 scrap, 4 missiles in this sector? No. Hacking is probably the most powerful. It's incredibly flexible. You can use it defensively and offensively. Probably my favorite, though, would be is actually teleport. Teleport and boarding shenanigans are hilarious. Sure, I can do that. I keep forgetting to assign him to his job. Go back there. Save. Alright. Now I'm going to actually remember that I wanted a 4th engine. Alright. Let's see, I have 103 scrap. Okay, so in Advanced Edition, they introduced clone rooms instead of a med bay. So what it does is if your crew dies, it brings them back, but it knocks off about 10% of all their skills. Instead of healing them when you power it up, it just heals them a little bit every couple jumps. And then when your crew dies, you power it up, and it'll bring back a crew member after a couple seconds. Technically, it's better than the medbay because it gives you a lot of blue options. But it is different. And it does take getting used to. There's a couple little tricks you can do with it. Namely, like, let's say you really want to heal your crew up. You send them into an airlock. Wait, do you have any skills? Yeah. You would send your crew member into an airlock or a room and you vent the air, killing them off, and then you clone them back so they would get a full heal but lose some skill points. At level 3, it gets up to 25. I think right now it's level 1 is 9. Oh no, 8. 8, 16, then 25. Okay, so I have relatively enough power right now, so let's start improving the weapon system. I stumbled across a forward scout for the rebel fleet. 2 shields and a pretty nasty missile, but everything else seems straightforward. Oh, but you're trying to run away. Don't make me use a drone part. Anya, I don't want to. Okay, let's cloak under the missile. So now we have a fully trained pilot and engines, and 4 engines, so that means our evasion while cloaked is 100%. So the charge laser. Wow, that is a nasty missile. And just look at that thing flying right past us. It's gross. Wow, you're not gonna... That pilot is super committed to his job. Look at him. Like, my friend just died, my weapons are offline. Don't even care. Oh wow, they're gonna get away? Because he was super committed to his job? I respect that. They do, wow. So I thought I was gonna damage it enough that he'd actually come off his piloting and not use the drone part, but well, he got away there. Okay, so we lost a jump. Ooh, that would have been a dive. Okay, so I took a risk, didn't need to save on a drone part, and I lost the scrap from that plus another jump. So one drone part just cost me probably 50 plus scrap. Not worth. And we have FTL drives charge. We can go to the next sector. The area shows signs of a battle some times ago. There are scattered remains of ships, but one station appears to be intact. Well, might as well examine it. Simply an empty shell stripped of anything useful. Okay, so we see rock controlled and Zoltan controlled. See, green sectors are normally, I guess, friendlier. They have less fights, more free stuff. Rock control will have more fights. So I'm gonna go rock control. Actually, I want fights right now. Okay. Always check sectors, make sure they're not a lot of shenanigans. Sometimes layouts are really bad and you don't want to get stuck in a terrible spot. And see, I would probably sell the charged laser 2 as well if you find something better. If he doesn't, you can stand to hold it. Goes into the last stand, you should use it. Better than nothing. Medbay can only heal 2 people. Well, it depends on the size of the medbay. This, if we replaced it, some of them can heal up to 3. Okay, so we have a flak, looks like a heavy 1 or heavy 2, tough to tell behind the ship, and then there's a burst hidden here and cloaking. This could be a little bit nasty. So, ships always cloak, AI ships, well, I shouldn't say AI, enemy ships always cloak, and so they're going to do a huge volley. Yeah, that's a heavy 2, so that's 8 projectiles. We're definitely cloaking under that. Look at the mod Leslie's playing. Okay, so their cloak will come back online before our weapons are able to fire again. So we're going to not fire them right now. We're going to wait on it. There it is. Since it's a mod. Oh, look, I got cloaking too. See what a jerk move that is? No one likes it. Alright, now our weapons actually will be timed that we can strike them before the cloak comes back. And since their weapon system isn't a threat, we'll try and take down their cloaking. Okay, we dealt 2 damage to it, so that's a 5-second cloak instead of the 15 they've been operating under. Oh yeah, the resisting. Yeah, they'll cloak. Oh, the asteroid just snuck in. Didn't think I would have to cloak. Oh, that 1 damage. I'm enraged. Alright, now I'm gonna cloak now. Alright, you got me for 1. Power to you. Back-to-back asteroid fields, plus intruders on board. Okay, so that is a little bit nasty. How many intruders are we talking about? 2 rocks, okay. They're slow, they like to breathe. I will deny them that. So that's a burst and a basic missile system. Okay, so you can unlock ships. Different ships do different things. There are achievements for every ship, and if you get 2 of the 3 achievements with the A layout, you can unlock the B layout. I think you need to get to, or you can get to Sector 8 unlocks the B layout. And if you have the... I think you have to, like, beat it. Get both the A and the B clears to unlock the C layouts. Boy, it's been a long time. I actually don't recall. The crystal ship is a bit special. You can either get all the other layouts unlocked to unlock the crystal A, or do the quest for it, which is less annoying now in the advanced edition. Alright, if I don't want to take any damage... you probably don't really have dodge, but... Oh, 35 evasion. You had dodge. Okay, that's 2 on a Mantis. You know what, Mantis? We're just gonna keep venting. Oh, right, or cloak, that's, I forgot. I should have waited in the asteroid field for a cloak to come back on. I don't want to fight you, just leave me alone. Fine, I'll fight you. Four fuel, 18 scrap. No, that's definitely not enough. I like Slugship. Can you play it next? Like I said, I've done 2 Slugless on stream. I kind of don't want to do the B because that would be a 3rd boarding run in a row. I can definitely put it on like a schedule of sorts. But I only do 1 run a night, barring catastrophic failure, which has happened before. 34 scrap. Okay. I really want to avoid damage with these crew members because of the clone bay. Since I want to keep their skill levels high, and cloning them would reduce their skills. You always ask, and I always say no. But no, again, I typically get online quite late, and runs go 3+ hours, which is more than enough FTL for me in a given day. My magic ship here is adorned with rock body parts. Oh, let's the rock crew put your rock crew member on the comm. 2 aliens face one another over the video screen. Cave-dwelling Pebble Man yells the furious Mantis captain. See, I paint my ship with your companions. I paint my ship with you. He sounds lovely. Alright, you have 3 shields and a missile system, and you have boarding. So 2 Mantis are going to come to board. Right? Okay, double Mantis are scary. Let's see, where do they board? Okay. Rock, you can't take on 2 Mantis. That just doesn't happen. Yeah, you got through there fast. Okay. Let's at least get a 4-on-2 situation here in the weapons room. Alright, missile came down. That was the thing we definitely wanted to take down. Okay, so our crew doesn't get beat up too much. This is a fun little thing you can do. We're going to highlight these true crew members. During pause, send them out. We're going to highlight these true crew members and send them out as well. And now you can see where the green squares, that's where the orders are. Now we're going to select those same 2 guys and put them back in the room and do the same with the top and tag team. Whoop. Oh, I love the tag team. I mean, it's totally fair shenanigans. There's a couple almost unfair shenanigans known as the hull repair drone recovery arm. That's some good times. Okay, so normally they only teleport twice. Yeah, switching around is really useful to mitigate damage, or you don't want to teleport out, extending a fight. Ship explodes, 3 fuel and 35 scrap. Alright, O2. I don't upgrade the door and camera. You don't like upgrading the doors in the camera? Or sensors? Manning them is the same as getting a +1 level in it. Sensors are not that important. Okay, so I think I've been streaming for a little bit over 2 hours, and I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break to stretch, maybe grab myself a snack. Feel free to do the same or not. Leave, of course, the game on to listen to the sweet tunes of FTL, and then be back. Thanks to everybody for coming by. See you soon. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Okay, we're in Sector 5. We have our 4 shields, or our 3 shields, our engines. Right now, just working on improving the weapon system. Thank you. Good to be back. Alright, let me double check the time on all this stuff. Oh, I almost forgot about that. I had the boarding drone. Okay, so this will fire every 10 seconds. That's 9. I can get 2 shots off of this in 5 seconds. Okay, so I wouldn't feel bad if I took down the Crystal one to put this in charge, because that would do the exact same amount of damage, take down 1 more shield, but fire a whole 3 seconds faster. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, switching from this to the hull charge, we'll get 1 more projectile, same amount of damage, and fire 3 seconds faster than what we were firing at. And our weapons guy is fully trained, so we fire weapons 20 seconds faster. Yes, it can go through a level 1 shield. So if we're using, if that projectile like takes down that last shield versus going through, then we're doing less damage. But since we're hacking evasion, it's not that big of a difference. Plus, I mean, 3 seconds is a lot of time in FTL. Though we are a little low on drone parts. Alright, the ship with pirate markings orbiting a nearby planet. You receive his hail. Anything is possible for the right price. How about your lives? Oh, you have cloaking. Yeah. Fine. Cloak. Oh, it's only level 1 cloaking. No, not the hacking. Oh, it's an Artemis. Gross. Wow, good dodges. Uh, 16 scrap. No. I should upgrade my engine. Technically, 4 engines and the cloaking gives me 100% dodge, which is what I need it to be at, minimum, so that the cloak, I don't get hit during the cloak. I'm not saying I'm not going to upgrade my engines, because that is a good thing to do. It just wasn't high on the priority list at the time. Ship explodes, leaving behind 31 scrap. Okay. I'd probably get it up to level 5 almost all the time. 6 is okay. It starts 7, 8 sort of diminishing returns. I'd rather actually have a level 4 shield. It's again, it's going to depend on runs. Alright, after a short time, you receive a message. Hello, I hope you're not to bother, but I need an escort to the net. Sure, always glad to land a helping hand or claw. Ooh, that's pretty far away. Hope you don't feel bad if I don't get you there, and just keep your fuel. Well, that's a ship. Find mercenary, hire the sector. His unique skill so proves to be useful. Hire the mercenary to delay the rebels. Hire the mercenary to scout the sector or fight the ship. Yeah, I think we'll just fight the ship. They're worse than the rebels. The only honorable course is to gauge them in battle. Okay, that was a flak. Flak and a heavy. Ooh, look at you with the dodges. Good for you. Say a random noun. Fig Newton. 18 scrap, that's not enough. Three fuel, 32 scrap. No problem. Zoltan Merchant. Oh, ask about his wares. He responds, sorry, it took years to gain their trust. Oh, come on. You can't be seen communicating. What? What is that? Let's go check out the store. Do actually have the drone to sell. We could do a few repairs. Charge laser, hull beam, pike beam, mind control, and other things. Okay, we will sell off the boarding drone to get us up to 35 scrap. I could actually buy mind control. Or I could put the power into weapons and get the crystal online. That's probably good enough. I do enjoy mind control shenanigans, though. Buy the pike beam? Well, if I get the pike beam, I'd have to lose another weapon, and that's a 2-power system. I like to be able. I like that I'm dunking individual rooms, which is I'm very happy with. Damage-wise, right now. So let's go ahead and buy mind control. Yep, that's gonna be my last spot. I know, it's fine. And we'll buy a power bar for it. Okay, we have plenty of scrap, so let's get us a couple nice repairs. Oh, but no way. Pike beam over mind control? Mind control's the best. I mean, it's not actually the best, but we're instead of going into drone parts, we can just use mind control to increase pilot evasion. Let's see, 1, 2. Okay, the exit's down after 3 jumps. And then that's jump 4 if we're going to dive. So we have to be here on jump 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Versus 1, 2, 3. I'm willing to try it out. Mind control is not good at the last stand. Because they do have a bunch of crew. There is a lot of different ways to use mind control, and I have enough other systems that I'm going to take it as the bonus. Burnt out hull of a rock mine layer drifts by. Behind the wreck drifts a live mine. Oh no, attempt evasive maneuvers. Someone out there to defuse it. Crew member dons a spacesuit and exits the airlock. They make quick work of the basic device and return inside for relief to the reef all around. Is that a spelling mistake? The mine makes good scrap pickings too. 33 scrap. Nice. Alright, we can now hit that quest. Wow, the rain is now pouring in. Shortly arrived, the ship you escort jumps nearby and thank you for your help and offer you a reward, 44 scrap. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade engines 1, get 1 more power bar. And yeah. Okay, so we're in Sector 5. We have a total of 5 more power bars available. Please no here in Canada. That's what I heard about Canada. Okay, so we have 5 power bars remaining. If we get level 4 shields, that's 2 power bars. If we get 2 more in cloaking or hacking to get it up to level 3, that leaves us with 1 power bar left that we could float around into weapons. So 4 shields, 1 more power bar in weapons, and then level 3 hacking. And that is the build we're going to be going for, and then we'll try and get bonus points for oxygen, possibly doors, cloaking. So yeah, oxygen first, then cloaking, and then go from there. Oh, that's a store. Okay, well, whatever. Halberd beam and an ion blast too. Let's see, if I get the halberd beam with... those are both pretty amazing weapons. I don't think it's actually a wrong decision to pick up the halberd beam, I just don't think I need it. Hello, we used our last FTL fuel to the station. Yeah, we can give you 4 fuel. And you'll give us another Heavy Laser Mark 1. Okay, that's very cool of you. I appreciate that. Okay, and we are now going to dive. Okay, so we're diving, which means we have to deal with the ASB in a tougher than normal fight. 4 shields definitely constitutes tougher than normal. And the only reward out of this, it will be a single fuel. So I'm just gonna try and get out of this fight ASAP. Oh, you boarded indoors? Okay, that projectile's fine. Shields to come online so I don't have to duck the burst. We power down before the flak gets online. And then we're gonna cloak under the ASB. Alright, and now we'll jump to the next sector. Oh, NG Homeworlds? Absolutely, NG Homeworlds. The burst. Burst laser is the worsted laser, but it's better than the charged weapons. I have no qualms rocking this as a weapon system. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power weapon system with a fires every 10 seconds for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 projectiles and a upwards of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. That is totally good enough for me. Hey, there's a store. I arrived just in time to see an unusually welcomed RNG ship destroy a small pirate craft. Okay. Oh, a young mantis in a shard uniform has teleported onto you. Agree to offer the mantis in exchange for a bounty. Yeah. Yeah. That is some stiff dough. 54 scrap. We took 4 damage. Oh no, fire in the O2. Fire in the O2. Put it out, put it out, put it out, put it out. Alright, let's go double crew in there, fix it as fast as we can. Okay. Now, my pilot is skilled. I don't want him to lose skills. Chris, on the other hand, is manning the doors. So Chris, you get to breathe in the sweet, sweet nothingness. Enjoy the beautiful view. And it's like a vacation. Now that does actually constitute unpaid leave. But he's back, slightly worse for wear, maybe like a slight sunburn. It's okay. It is okay. Oh, we can take another jump before we actually head to that store. Would you like to buy some fuel? Not... Well, this will actually be cheaper, so yeah, let's get 3 fuel, 6 scrap, we can be safe. Don't see a problem with that. 2, 3. No. I think you can go to the stress and not worry about the store. I've just playing it way super safe. FTL Navigator, that thing is worthless. Wait, the dual laser is you only get if you start out. It's 1 power, fires 2 1 damage lasers, and the burst 1 also fires 2 projectiles, but it costs 1 more power, and I think is 1 to 2 seconds slower. So the dual laser is actually better. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'm going to buy the NG. Hi, NG. So I'm hoping for some blue options since we're in the NG zone, and he is way faster at repairs and can move around the ship. We'll just put him there in hacking. Okay, that store we don't need to go to. Keep forgetting I don't actually have... Oh yeah, I forgot I can sell that. Store, sell. 10 scraps, sweet. Okay. Let's get back to blowing stuff up out of the skies now. No emerged ships passing through, no doubt interested in buying efficient technology of the NG. You're immediately contacted by a settlement. Hello, travelers. Your ship seems to be outfitted for combat. Care to take a bit of mercenary work? Never hurts to hear. Listen to the offer. So our friends have taken up piracy in the recent chaos of the war. Oh, it's such a shame. Kids today, no direction. We'd like you to, quote-unquote, convince them of their poor decisions. Well, you know, I believe a firm hand, but a fair hand is always acceptable. NG is better than engines. You have full skill. I thought he had... Mort is actually full powered in weapons, but not in engines. Where our rock dude is. Okay, you have hacking, annoying thing, ion. Okay. Let's see if we can get away with not using a drone part. We'll have to see where this goes. Clone Bay should not be an issue. And mind control the pilot. Oh, right, we're supposed to let them live. I was actually contemplating going for a crew kill. Sorry about that. Yes, you win. Of course, yes, please, let you live. Go to the settlement, of course. The pirates dissuaded from their career path. You return to the settlement. Thank you. Get 35 scrap and a breach bomb Mark II. Ooh. I have a healthy respect for the breach bomb Mark II. 2 power, 17 seconds. 45 damage to crew, and 3 damage to systems. This is actually a pretty amazing weapon for late game ripping apart shield rooms. Oh, it's good. Don't really need it right now, but I can still appreciate it. Okay, well, there's our 2 stores. Let's progress forward, so I guess we'll go here, store to sell off the breach, and then do some more jumps. Okay, this is a pulsar. We don't screw around in pulsars, we don't screw around in pulsars. So let's just go wild as a nearby pulsar is detected while you're attempting to recalculate the FTL drives. A pirate sneaks up on your ship, weapons charged, prepared for a fight. Okay. You only have 2 crew members. See, in my mind, I'm already telling myself it's 2 crew members and a no way to heal. If I just kill them, then I get a crew kill. And then I had to tell myself, I'm in a pulsar, we don't screw around in pulsars. Oh, that's... So this is why pulsars are junk. They hit our cloaking, which we already went through, and our shields. It hit their shields and their weapons. So they are completely defenseless. I mean, that's gross. 23 scrap, I'm afraid. Though I feel bad for you, that's not enough to keep your lives. $40 scrap, much better. Let's get out of this pulsar, if you don't mind. Place heavy laser with breach. Well, that is another power bar. I still need 1 power bar. That'd be another 100 scrap to get it online over the breach, and that's 17 seconds while I'm firing every 10. So I'm not going to waste 7 seconds and 100 scrap for that. Black 2, small bomb, long range scanners, and a pipe pass. Okay. So yeah, we will sell that. Get up to 134 scrap. Ship. Let's buy that power and the power bar. So now we got the heavy laser online. I said we got the heavy laser online. Don't tell me we don't. One, two. Not really good place to dive. Maybe not. Not really concerned about it now. We have high enough engines and the cloaking that diving isn't that scary. Okay, 1, 2. Yeah, we'll pick it up the other way. I'd rather dive than miss out on jumps, though. Let's see, advanced rebel ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Wow, we still only have 6 drone parts. No, the bomb! The bomb we never used once. We loved you so much. You were there for 2 jumps. Advanced rebel scout. Yeah, let's attack the automated ship to get to that storage cache. You have cloaking, a halberd beam, and a little burst thing. Okay. Shouldn't be that bad of a fight. Oh, that's a breach. That weapon system is done. Why? I said why. It's 100 scrap plus. Actually, our weapon system fires enough. I probably could beat the cloak. Nope, totally couldn't beat the cloak. That's okay. It was an additional 100 scrap and a 7-second wait timer that I don't need. I can spend that to fully upgrade hacking, and I probably would use that weapon on their shields anyways. So I can just hack their shields plus keep the heavy laser. we go. Salvage what you can for the broken ship. Get 48 scrap, and from the station, 21 scrap and a repair drone. Exciting! As soon as you jump to the system, you receive a hail from a nearby NG vessel. Their captain appears on screen. Strange bug, can you assist in debugging? Okay, yeah, let's listen to your problem. Found malfunctioning mantis, believes is human, will receive input only from human. Danger, evaluation extremely high, provide assistance. The only blue option for humans. I feel it's a waste to not use it. Mantis is grateful to see another human and introduces himself as Robert Smith. He explains he's from a nearby human colony and would appreciate being returned there. I should buy a drone control system. I already have 8 systems, so I can't buy another one. Colony is a mining operation that specializes in FTL fuel. Robert's family's head engineers are expecting to see him and are very grateful. Offer him position on their ship and ask if they can look on our engines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 crew in mine control. Yeah, why? Let's get an engine upgrade then. That's kind of cool. That's a good little buffer point in engines. That was, what, 60 scrap? I'll take it. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2. Oh, that's definitely under. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, dive. You are all about the full power. Ooh, I'm down to 9 fuel. Sorry about that. Haven't been getting a lot of fuel lately, it seems. Oh, that's what you're gonna do to me, game. That... Okay, okay. You're hilarious. You're the best, FTL. You're the best. Our second free shield overcharger. Oh, okay. That is neat. Alright, let's get the hack online then. Level 2 hacking, and we dive. Whoa! Whoa! You got yourself some weapons there. Yeah, no one ever said FTL did not have an amazing sense of humor. Oh, that's some fires. That's fire. Rock controller abandoned sector. Abandoned sector in 7 or rock controlled? You know. No. Why do you think that's okay, game? Why do you think that's okay? We're having a lovely time. No reason to ruin it. We're all being good friends. Yeah, abandoned sector, sector 7. Okay, so the layout is I can run all the way over here and then back down through here? No, okay, let's go through this, up, and bounce around the top. Okay, as a natural warlike species with few intergalactic diplomatic ties, the Rock people have garnered quite the reputation as fearsome pirates. You stumble across one of their ships and they promptly live up to the type. Why did I go to the abandoned sector? Cause... Alright, now don't tell anybody else about this, because I'm always, you know, like, oxygen's a crutch and everything. I actually enjoy being able to breathe. Yeah. Yeah. I know it's Thelanious. That's why I'm not going. Every single Lanius, they're a jerk. Dual missile system? Why? Why do you think these things are acceptable? Okay. You have 4 shields, 3, 4, 5 damage to weapons. 1, 2, 3. That would take it out if it lands. Right. So if I hack evasion, the flak and the charge are 4 projectiles. That's the shields. 1 more projectile and another 5 damage goes into weapons. That would take their weapon system offline. So I don't eat that big honking missile. Oxygen's a crutch. No one actually needs oxygen. It's all a scam. Oh. Yeah, okay, here comes the missile. That is unfortunate. Right in the engines. Hey, NG, why don't you go work on that? Human, you can also go work on that. And I totally forgot to fire the 4th weapon. No, stop firing missiles. Okay, they're gonna cloak before this volley. Did I fire while cloak and now it's completely off kilter from where it should be? Really? I am so confused right now. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong system. That's why. I'm an idiot. Okay, game, I'm sorry about that. I was confused because I'm dumb. My apologies, my apologies. That's one's on me. Okay, and that time I just hit the wrong button. I am playing this fight absolutely amazing. This is the best ever. We're gonna get away with it, but we absolutely took way more damage than we should have. Oh, look at that. You play competent, good things happen. Ah. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, that was actually hacking this time, right? I didn't muck it up? Good for me. Good job, me. I'm just mind controlling because it's hilarious. Okay, 44 scrap, 3 fuel. Uh-oh. Yeah, when you get down to 1 crew, that's a bad time. Ship about to explode, also a bad time. You find a disabled rock transport floating near the beacon. You consider stripping it for useful parts, but uncertain why it's there in the first place. Nah, let's strip the ship anyways. Patrol ship jumps in. Filthy pirates, prepare to die. No, you doubt explaining your mission will convince them of your need. Hey, but we got 38 scrap from that. Okay, you have a teleporter and a big yucky missile and cloaking because you're a rock ship and you all have cloaking. Okay. Followed by another missile. Why is my human not indoors? Okay. Alright. Okay, missile 1. Let's not be concerned about missile 1. Big stupid missile is the thing I should be concerned about. Alright, I need you to run back into the oxygenless room for just a second. Just a second. Don't mind you. It's all good. This is fine. Okay, I was paying attention to that. I wasn't paying attention to their cloak situation. You're back? No one. That's not okay. Run! Run! Turn on the doors! Alright, there we go. I can vent that room too. Yeah, you better run. I feel no. No, not 31 scrap. 47 scrap, see? That's what I'm talking about here. 47 scrap is a good amount of scrap. Okay, so we want to go 1, 2... I'm concerned that the store is going to be here, but jump 1, and by jump 2, it's going to be there. If either of those are the store, we go under, so it's only for these 2 points. That's not worth it. I'll just have to assume that it is up here that we can get our hull repaired a little bit. You see his ultimate merchant and ask about his wares. He responds, "Oh, you're not gonna sell what?" My scrap is as good as anybody else's scrap. Speaking of finding stores, here we go. Rocks, stores, fire suppression, long-range scanners, reverse ion field. Ooh, reverse ion field is kind of cool. Don't have a drone system, so I will sell off my 2 drones. I do now have 190 scrap, though. Oh, reverse ion field, you're kind of tempting. Now, we should be able to hit at least 1 repair station before the flagship fight to pick up 5 drones from, which should be enough drones for that actual battle. So I'm not concerned about that. First ion field is tempting, but I'm just getting it for phase 1 of the flagship fight, and I'm not that concerned about phase 1 of the flagship fight. Alright, let's float the scrap for now. Alright, now we're going to go back to their spots. Okay, we have 154 scrap. It's 180 to get our level 4 shield. And we have several jumps. Intruders on board, 3 shield system. Oh, okay, so this can be incredibly bad. They already have a teleporter and a teleporting crew on board our ship. Okay, it's a single rock. Single rock is not that bad. The other rock coming over are not as good. Oh, but they're attacking doors separately. That is cool of you guys. Okay, so let's move the NG out of there. Oh wow, I for some reason was actually expecting to see that they have cloaking, and they don't. Our beam can't go through 3 shields. Haha, you got beat up by the guy in the shield room. 25 scrap. Nope, that's not enough. Aw, he just kind of melted. Alright, 196. And there we go, we now have shield number 4. Jump. Drives the Texas battle. A few ships are taking passes at another to a small station. You don't know if the territorial issue or a contest right of passage, but you decide best to stay out of it. I didn't decide that. I need more scrap. I need all the scrap. All of it. Burnt out hull or a rock mine layer drifts by. Behind the wreck drifts a live mine. We did this before, but now we have improved engines. Let's reverse thrusters. Alright, we'll just avoid it. 2. Oh, I don't even connect to that shop. 1, 2, 3, 4, exit? Yeah. This was an awful layout. Okay, 47 scrap. That goes into a power bar. Let's see. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them, asking what's wrong. Help! We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. So, before the DLC came out, you failed 100% of the time with giant alien spiders. You still can lose a decent amount of time, but if you have a clone bay or a bio beam, it's you're not at risk. Notch is gone. No, and Notch is back. We missed you, Notch. Get back on those shields. Alright, we're fighting in a sun, giant rock ship. Unusual activity. So that's double burst 2 and a heavy and some sort of bomb, but you don't have cloaking. Okay. You're gonna try and board us. I mean, you are going to board us. Wow, picking on an NG. You guys feel strong picking on a lonely, poor little NG? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Just absolutely appalled. What's kind of nice about rocks is they're pretty slow, so you don't have to be that precise with your mind control timing that someone's going to run into the room. Run, NG, run! Bomb in the engines, okay. Okay, fire in the piloting. Okay, close the doors. Everyone can go back to their positions now. Let's get out of here before the next solar flare. And make it to the end of the sector. Okay, FTL drive, anything before we leave? Scanner showed intelligent life on a nearby planet. No match for it can be found in the database. Let's go investigate. Small shuttle, try to communicate peacefully. Don't want to lose any crew. Get Bjorn and 30 scrap. Welcome aboard, Bjorn. Whoa, you're leveled in shields. You can replace our Mantis, who will now run around in case we deal with boarders at any point in time. That's cool. Okay, so that is a full crew. Let's go to the last stand, Sector 8. Get our 10 hull repairs and 10 fuel. And as always, read. You arrive at the outpost close to the Federation base. Your access codes get you past initial security, and the officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you?" Explain our mission. Your explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Turzel of the NG Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none. We explain the weakness of the enemy fleet, the rebel flagship. I like how the rebel flagship is the weakness. That huge honking ship, that's the weakness. Admiral Tully responds, "It's settled. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold off their warships, but you must succeed in destroying this flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuels, and other repair stations can provide aid as well. Good luck." Okay, there's the base. There's repair station 1. Alright, well, pretty much a straightforward path. I'm going to hit the repair station to make sure I have enough drones. Parts for all the hacking that I'm going to need. There we go. Okay. Level 3 hacking. A power bar for that. We will now get level 2 in oxygen, so if they hack our oxygen, we don't die. And now we're sitting at 27 scrap. with every power bar spoken for. We'll probably hit a couple fights before we make it to the flagship to try and put in some buffer points to other systems, mainly mind control and cloaking. Battle Federation fighters is fighting a nearby moon with their carriers waiting in the distance. You must have encountered a rebel scout squadron. Oh, okay. No fight. Ooh, a store. Don't need the store. Forget about the store. Selling the scrap recovery arm for 25 is not worth it. 14 drone parts should be more than enough. Ooh, Zoltan! I am a big fan of the Zoltan ships. I think they are very cool. Rebel ship approaches cautiously. Personally, says the captain, I'd have stuck with the Federation. But I'm a soldier, sir. I'm no use without a war to fight. Raise your shields. Okay, you got some missiles there. You don't need to have missiles. Why you gotta be that way? Okay, Mantis, Rock, and NG go. Human, shift over to sensors, so my mind control will be up. Hacking their shields down now because I plan on mind controlling the pilot instead of hacking it. I mean, they'll still have some dodge because they probably have some level of autopilot, but this should be good. Okay, I actually want to cloak under that, mind control the pilot. Yeah, that'll be good enough. Trying to run away and offer me 35 scrap. Nope, that's not enough. Wow, okay. Wow! Are you gonna get away because your dodging just got absolutely bonkers? No, come on. Yeah, that's... this is crazy. It's just like, we're just gonna dodge 4 projectiles there. Okay, Notch is the only one who took substantial amounts of damage. So Notch is gonna take a breather. Four shields. Okay, you are serious. I can respect that. These are serious times we live in. Okay, so that is hacking. They have a drone and a defense drone. I think it's time to use some shenanigans. We're going to get the drone past their defense drone to try and take their shields down, or to at least lower them. Wait a minute. Shouldn't I just go for evasion again? Alright, let's just do evasion. That is going to hopefully be guaranteed damage. Alright, so we wait for it to fire. We now depower the hacking tool and try to turn it on. Unfortunately, it lined up too well, and they got there. Oh, and they had cloaking, or piloting. That's not good. Let's try that again. Try this again. Shenanigans. Okay. Oh, that's a little bit scary. So they have an ion intruder in our clone bay. So if our crew dies, they actually will stay dead forever. Not cool. Okay, just want all of our weapons online. Flak there. Let's hack them. And do enough damage to weapons. And hopefully drones? Okay, no, let's just make sure the weapon system is down. Okay. They're fighting. Let's now mind control so they don't get the repair in. So 4 shields and the drone. That's pretty gross. It's eating 5 projectiles. Scrap is not enough scrap. Oh, that's right, there's a breach. You need to not die, I hope. Okay, let's... This is okay, this will be fine. Okay. A little scary, 59 scrap, but we actually didn't take any damage. You're probably going to die repairing that breach. Sorry about that. Oh no, wait. Okay, never mind, just kidding. We power up the oxygen to level 2, and then we open all the doors, and that will mitigate the breach. We're still going to kill him off and heal him up. That sounded weird, but that's what we're going to do. Okay. Okay, and everyone goes back to their positions. Okay, we could go to the base, or we could take another jump right now. Let's see. I'm gonna get a buffer point indoors. It's gonna help with borders. We'll get it in scanners as well. That's the way if the intruder in phase 2 goes into those rooms, we can still use mind control as I want. We have 28 scrap. This should be good enough. I normally stream starting at about 11:30 or midnight. It's currently about 3:20 where I am. So yeah, midnight Eastern Standard Time. I do about 2 or 3 streams a week. Though in 3 weeks I will be going on vacation. Yeah, Tuesdays, I typically try Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Well, I guess today's technically Wednesday, so. But yeah, Tuesday at midnight, Thursday at midnight. I don't have any official schedule. I do like tweet out when I'm about to start a stream, like a couple hours in advance, and then 5 minutes before I go live. Okay, I mean, we could do it, but there's no reason to. Let's go to the base and prepare. Okay, you arrive near the Federation and find the bulk of their fleet skirmishing with rebel forces. You hang back near the far side of the moon to avoid the conflict. Now, there's not much you can do to help the battle, and your mission holds the key to the tide of war. You prepare to face the flagship. Let us continue. Okay, and now we are just going to wait for the flagship. Our crew should be able to heal up most of the way. While I have a couple plans floating around in my head, before I announce exactly what I'm going to do, we'll see where its hacking goes. Now, if you played on vanilla and not on hard mode, this fight is a lot different. You'll notice it has 4 shields instead of 3. It actually does come with hacking in Phase 1. It picks up mind control in Phase 3, and these rooms are connected. So in normal and easy mode, the best strategy is to target this missile room and kill the crew member. Do as much damage to take this missile system offline. It requires 1 power, but has 4 available power. We can't do that because crew members can actually go in there and fix it. Okay, we can drop the oxygen down. Everyone is in their positions, and they will cloak and send in their hack. Shields is not great. Okay. So our choices are hacking piloting or hacking the shield. I'm going to hack the shields. There's only 2 engines in Phase 1 of the flagship fight, so it's not a bunch of... There's not much dodge or evasion. I will mind control their pilot to lower that somewhat and fire as many weapons as I can into their missile system. I don't really need to do the full hack 3 powers because our weapon systems are going to be online before that last shield bubble comes down. So 2 should be sufficient. Alright, you're just hoping our dodges get us there, and just enough. Okay, we do cloak under the missile system though. And we're going to have to wait before we go. So that timed poorly. Okay, don't mind control yet. This is okay. All the projectiles will be going at the missiles. I want that missile system down. Okay, and the missiles is down. We stunned him. There's a fire. Good chance he'll die. Oh, he escaped. He's crafty. Okay, piloting. Human, go help that out. Okay. Now we'll do full hack. No reason not to. Yeah, if hopefully your evasion is high enough. What we could have done, let's say you don't like how bad the hack is, we can actually jump from the fight. So we could jump to this empty point and then jump back and hope that they don't hack shields. Also, if you have a defense drone, you can possibly shoot down the hack. And the other option is try to destroy their hacking system. You can also kind of hope that it times with their cloaking, so it it doesn't actually interfere with anything. I'm just kind of going for straight dunkage right now. I think phase 1 is going to be the worst. Phase 2 should be almost no problem, and phase 3 could be a little sketchy if we don't kill off much crew, but we should kill off a bunch of crew. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I haven't killed off that much crew. Of course, I also could be better with cloaking under some of these attacks. Okay, they are going to cloak relatively soon, though. Alright, there it is. Alright, let's cloak under that. And we can start the hack now. Woohoo, fire. Okay, so we took about 5 hull damage there. That's okay. Considering they hacked shields, we can live with that. $50 scrap in Okay. We'll just hold on to the 50 scrap right now. Okay, now we will wait again for the flagship to return, and this will set up phase 3 if we have to do the push-off or kidnap strats. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 potential boarders for phase 3 and the pilot. Okay, so this phase we will see they will have a defense drone, 2 drones constantly firing at us, and then there will be an event where multiple drones attack us. We can cloak under the event if we need to. But first, let's get Shenanigans to turn off the drone, turn it back on, connect to their shields, power the hack to full, and start hacking their shields. And here comes the boarding drone. Okay, we will send the Mantis to help deal with that. We could pump level 2 oxygen in and open the doors to mitigate the breach. I'm not really concerned about it right now. Okay. That's for the shield room. Everything else to the missiles. Alright, we did 4 damage to the missiles, so that took it offline. So that means we have a clean cloak for the drone part of the fight. And now we can actually turn on the oxygens. Okay, let's get our evasion up to max. You only need the evasion on when the shots are coming in, so then you can move the power around if you're a little bit low on power. Let's not die. There's no reason to right now. Maybe later. Okay, well, we're killing off a good chunk of crew. It's going to make for a much easier phase 3. Okay, here come the drones. Welcome back, men. You're just in time for the finale, one way or the other. Let's see. Well, their shields are down, so don't even need the power and hacking. We can transfer it all into engines. Okay, let's see. Where are they running to? Can I... Probably won't be able to kill off any more crew for this phase. That's all right. Open up the doors, power up the O2. And, okay. I am feeling pretty confident about this run. Alright, let's close the doors. We'll kill off our 2 crew members who are a little low on health. So, yeah, taking down the missiles is really important. If you focus on that, the fight seems to go a lot easier. Yeah, the event doesn't actually use drone parts. I think they actually might have 1 or 2 less drones in the easier versions. Okay, now we are going to be entering phase 3. 73 scrap. Let's go max out on the doors. Okay, so the reason we've always waited at the base is particularly for this moment. We will now jump into the flagship for phase 3. Alright, you're not certain how it's able to keep fighting with the amount of damage it has sustained, because it cheats. It looks like it's transferred its powers to a teleporter as well as some kind of super weapon. Be prepared, this is it. Okay, so this is now phase 3. We see that they only have 2 boarding crew, and one of these guys, this should become their pilot. So we only have to deal with 2 boarders. Now they have a Zoltan shield, except it's a little bit different than the typical Zoltan shields in that it requires 10 damage instead of 5 before it comes down. And of course we can't use our mind controller hacking through it until it does. This phase also has level 6 engines, so this is the most evasion it has during the 3 phases. My plan is to just auto-fire the weapons until the shield comes down and try to deal with the boarders as best we can. They do have mind control. Our mind control will counter it since I can't use it on their ship anyways. And if things had gotten bad, like they just had way more boarders, I mean, 2, we should be able to handle 2 boarders, but if they had, they could have upwards of 10, what we can do is try to endure as long as you can, and then jump back to the base, kill off the boarders, and then reset. And then wait for the flagship to come back. It's an incredibly important strategy That makes the third phase a lot less dangerous. Alright, so here comes the mind control. We counter their mind control with our own. And okay, they have 2 people there. We will go Mantis on them. And the Rock. Okay, should win those fights. Switch on to auto fire. And pretty much now it's just waiting. Don't have to worry about those projectiles. We're just gonna hope we evade through the missile so we can dodge the event. Okay, let's see, they hit doors. Empty hull, okay, that's not a problem then. Okay, let's get off the auto fire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the shield is now down. We're gonna hack piloting and drop the evasion. Okay, so another weird thing you might notice is they just stopped fighting. The reason is they mind controlled our weapons person, and that when they board a ship, they always try to go where like one crew member is. So they're actually leaving this fight to go fight him. So I'll let my guys try and finish them off. I was probably supposed to. And then we can just mind control him back and he's fine. Yep, man, you betrayed us. Okay, so here comes the event. As soon as that sound comes, that's when you hit the cloak. That is pretty much the exact timing on it. Alright. So we didn't get in the maximum amount of damage because I did hack, focusing on dodging, but we got the missile system down. Alright, and the dodge is actually down to about 28. That is reasonable. Oh, that's good. Okay, we could potentially mind control their pilot, but he's not going to do anything. Curiously, it's kind of terrifying. Okay, the evasion is down to 22. Here comes the event again. And now their evasion is completely gone. There's the sound. We can go underneath that. And now they have no shield. Now we're gonna win the fight. We can mop up from here, but there's 2 things that you won't see. One is that if you take too long, that shield does come back up. So you will have to deal with that. And the other thing is, if you actually kill off the crew, you do not get a crew kill. An AI takes over. And though the oxygen is there, it will start functioning exactly like an AI ship. And that's the end of the game. Thanks to the valiant effort, okay, Markle to 10 men, Kriz, Notch, Bovi, Mort, and Bjorn. Rebel flagship was destroyed, throwing your fleet into chaos and ensuring